Hello everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Sierra. If you're new, welcome to my channel. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to before you click out of this video. Today I'm going to be doing this See No Evil special effects makeup look. Even though I really do love like the beauty aspects of makeup, I am diehard a beauty queen when it comes to makeup, but there is just something about special effects makeup that I really enjoy creating, and I think it's just really cool how makeup can really transform your face like that, and I've kind of fallen in love with it. That's what I want to do with my life. Career goals. Hi, how are you? So today I'm going to be doing this right here. I got this at Halloween City, I think. Yeah, Halloween City. Okay. Sorry about that. My camera is my cell phone, so I had to just adjust that real quick. I was like falling and angles were getting weird. So yeah, today I'm going to be doing the See No Evil eye special effects makeup. Let's get into this video. This is what the piece looks like. It'll go on my eyes like this. And yeah, so there's that. It has like little mesh over it. I'm going to do like a black smoky eye around the eye so it's darker and you can't really see my eyes through it. If that makes sense. Don't know. I'm going to go in my Smashbox Photo Finish OG primer, and yes, I know it's a little travel size. I bought this beauty haul bag the other day from the cosmetic company store, and you basically pick 10 samples and you threw them in the beauty haul bag, and yeah, it's a cute idea. So I was like, fuck it, like I don't feel like going buying the full size, and I got two. You can pick like up to 2 of the same thing, I think, so I got 2 of them, so it'll last me a little while. I really don't use that much primer. I just use it where I feel like I need it the most, and in this case, because I will be putting foundation on the rest of my face, I want to make sure my nose and the areas that I'm more textured in are primed. Yeah, so I know I'm not going to really talk through this much, but I'm going to talk through the first part of like the foundation and things like that. There's going to be little things that I talk through, but most of this video will be a voiceover. I'm also going to take some of this primer onto my eyes. Well, just because we're going to be priming black eyeshadow. She's ready to go. She's primed. This light is blinding the absolute ever-loving shit out of me, but it's fine. I think that first I want to apply this piece. Since I'm already primed, I think I want to just go in with this first. That way I can do everything else after. But so I'm going to just take a small dense brush. Even though a big fluffy brush would take a lot less time, I don't want to put black eyeshadow all over my big fat fluffy brush because I just cleaned it. No. We're just going to blend this out all over the eye. It's going to be super sparkly because it's a sparkly black. My bad. I don't think it really matters for this part of the look, just because it's going to be underneath what we're actually doing this. So I'm just blending up black all over and around my eye, and same with the other eye as well. And once we are done doing that, we will apply the piece. No pigment, and I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'm blending it out and it's just disappearing. But okay. It is Wuchi by Cinnamon Secret. Cinnamon? What? Wuchi by Cinema Secrets. Looks like a little nail polish bottle. So, and this, we just want to figure out where it's gonna lay at on this, on the skin. So I'm actually gonna take the time to line out where it's gonna lay. And I'm just gonna use a light brown shade to do that. So to do this next step, I'm actually using a painting brush that my grandmother gave me. I was like, ooh, this would be really good for brows. These are going to be the areas that we're going to put spirit gum. So I do typically use this brush for eyebrows just because I feel like it is the most precise way to do that. But here we're just going around with spirit gum now. Okay. And you also want to put it on the piece that you're going to be working with. You just want it all to get nice and tacky and look like your skin. I'm going to also put some down the center on my nose just so it kind of picks that up a little bit. That should be good. And ever so gently tack that on to the skin. As you can see, I'm just lightly tapping this down onto my forehead and then all the way around the face. I want to be very gentle with it because if I press too hard, then I'm just going to press the mesh right into my eyes and I won't be able to really see anything that I'm doing later on. So just be very cautious of that. I'm just going to take a little bit more of the spirit gum and lay that down on the edges. Just kind of seal over the deal. As we now press this down, we want to let this sit for a little bit so that the tackiness goes away and it just dries down. We're actually going to put a little bit of setting powder over this just to help set the tackiness of this spirit gum that way. It doesn't ruin any of my brushes or my beauty blender. And I'm actually just going to do that with my finger. I'm going to use my Coty Airspun, dip it with my ring finger, and just apply a little bit of powder around the edges. And don't be afraid to do this even though you're going to be going in with the liquid again. This is just going to, it's just kind of like setting eyebrows. But, yeah, not setting eyebrows, but like when you cover up, your eyebrows when you're doing drag makeup, that way the brows are set from the glue. Yeah, that makes sense, but I'm not describing this accurately. I need to just stop talking. Now that it's nice and tacky, we're gonna, now it's nice and dry, hello, I'm going to press it into the skin with my beauty blender. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Even Better foundation by Clinique. This is in the shade number 4 Cream Camoise. I am so in love with this foundation, you guys. I don't even know how else to explain my love for this foundation, other than just to say I love this foundation so freaking much. When I posted the list of like videos that like, hey guys, what do you want me to do? So many of my friends were like, oh my god, you need to do a Halloween one. I need more. This isn't enough coverage right now. But it's going to be okay once I go in with the concealers and shadows. Everything will come together. I really look crazy. This is actually a bandeau top, like, you know, like the tube tops, but like bralettes, the bandeaus. Yeah, that's what is on my head right now. I couldn't find any actual headbands or anything like that. So, like, fuck it, this works. Sorry, I was having a moment, clearly. Next, I'm going to use some concealer just to really brighten up my face a little bit more because I'm supposed to look dead. She's walking on fire. Next thing I'm going to do is, no, not setting my face yet. Hello. I'm going to open up these Undead Wuchi cream makeup stacks. Now I'm going to go in to this mahogany colored one. They don't have color names. I am just taking that mahogany color pot shade and blending it out in areas that I would like more depth and more of like a dark bloody look. I'm just trying to put this in areas I feel like need a little bit more dimension. I'm now just taking that shade around the edges of the piece because I want to kind of create that effect that it is coming up off the skin. Not like it's peeling off, but bubbling up like an infection, if you will. This is very hard to do with how my eye feels right now. Is like no fun at all. But I love you guys, so I'm gonna do it. Buck it up, buck it up, buck it up. Hey. I want to make it look a little infected, so I'm just adding some yellow into there. My boyfriend has no idea what I'm doing right now. At all. And he's gonna lose his fucking mind. Next, I'm gonna also take some pukey green just to really get in there and make it look nasty. Like mucus is coming out. Like, oh my god, bitch. Shit is coming out of your eyes. The fuck are you on? Type shit. You feel me? I think I really want to grab some reds and dip into different red shades, so I will be right back. Just taking a little bit of this blood and gooping this into crevices. I'm just really trying to get the blood into all of the darker crevices so that dries up first, but it ended up looking more infected than anything. I'm just going to start pulling that shade, that deathly gray shade, up across the forehead to make it look like the infection is kind of spreading upward. Next, I'm going to be dipping into my Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. She's right here, nasty as could possibly be. And we're just going to take the same brush that we've been using. I'm going to dip into some of this reddish color here, just to deepen up some areas. Up in here. I'm going to really have to clean this damn brush. Heavy cleaner. I was just taking that shade into areas that needed more darkness. I decided that I was doing the blood too early, so I'm going to go back and dip into blood later, but I am just going to add more dimension to this look by taking the shade Jax into crease areas as well as pulling that down. I like blending out the sides a little bit just to kind of make it appear more realistic, like kind of like the whole face is getting affected by it. The entire face is bruised, not just one area. Just kind of getting rid of that pinkish hue that we've given it and that it kind of sort of came with, and really deepening up the reddish brown tones. I know I already added blood to one eye, but that's fine. We're just kind of working around it right now. I realized I wanted to add more depth to the look. I didn't want to just leave it at that. So we're going back through and we're just gonna blend some of this out with my beauty blender. And we're being very careful about that though, because we don't want to ruin it. Now we're gonna just take a little bit more of the Vampire Blood. This Vampire Blood is by Rubies, and you can just find this at Walmart. I'm assuming this is where I got it from last year. I also have edible blood, but that's not what we're going to be playing with today, so I'm sorry. It just gets really sticky and messy and gets all over the place, and I would just rather not have to deal with that. Blending out the blood along the edges and kind of just blowing it out a little bit to make it look more realistic and like the blood has leaked versus just sitting in one spot around the eyes. Nasty light blood wash infected look. And then we'll go back in with our pint of blood that we have back there, just a tad thicker than this. I honestly could just mix some cornstarch into here to make the blood thicker and use it that way. Actually, that's a really good idea. Now I am taking that thicker blood and just kind of adding it into places that I felt needed more of like a gooier blood, if you will. And I'm just going to be taking that, like I said, all over this piece just to kind of add more goopiness to the look versus just like a wet, infectedness. I don't fucking know how to talk, guys. I'm sorry. Now I'm just kind of adding random details all over the face to really just add effect to the look of just like the bloody and goriness overall. Alright guys, that completes the eye portion of this makeup look and just kind of like little extra details around the face. I'm just going to add a little bit more to the lips to kind of make this full circle dead character. Now I'm just taking my Very Fair number 5 Beyond Perfecting Concealer by Clinique. This is a very full coverage, awesome concealer. So if you guys are a full coverage queen like me, definitely go stop at your local Clinique and pick this bitch up. The next step I'm going to do on my lips is just a little bit of white cream makeup. Like so little. And we are just blending out that concealer and white cream makeup all over the lips to look really dead. Well, like I said, I'm trying to look as dead as I possibly can. So, next, I'm going to be dipping into the brown cream makeup pot. I'm just going around the lips a little. I'm blending that out with my finger. Oh, yeah, add some blood. It really gives it an effect, actually. I like that. I'm also going to dip into a little bit of this greenish color and plop her onto the lips as well. And other areas of the face to really bring alive that infected appearance. Blending that out with my finger as well. I'm trying to avoid my hair as much as possible. As you can tell, my bandeau is starting to slip back some. That is normal. This shit tickles so much. I'm very, very detailistic. Is that even a word? When it comes to like certain things about blood, like I like to make it look extremely just overall detailed. So that's what I'm kind of doing right now. I'm just adding my own touches. I'm going to take a little bit of this setting powder. And I'm just taking that setting powder all over my lips and anywhere that I get super oily. I'm just doing this to kind of set those areas in place so that they do not move or waver throughout the time that I'd be wearing this. If I were to be going out in this, which I'm not, I'm just washing it right off after, but just for example. Next, I'm going to take my contour brush and my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette, dip into the middle shade, but mix that with the top middle shade as well, so the two middle shades. And we're just going to set and blend out the edges of this look a little bit. Just kind of make it look washed over. So this is the final product. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. I don't really know what happened to the rest of that footage, but yeah, here you go. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching this video today. That completes this look. I actually want to go get some reactions real quick before we end this video. Let's go. How's that look, babe?
Fuck, hold on. I'm drinking a chug, I'll be on the way.
Does it look okay? Okay, everybody, that completes today's video. Thank you guys so much for chilling with me, watching me put on some gory glam, because, you know, I love gory glam. Yeah, and I really hope you guys liked this little tutorial-esque vibe, and yeah. I'll see you guys in my next video, and I think that I'm going to start doing a special effects makeup series, so keep your eyes on the lookout, because my eyes are out. Get it? Because I don't have them. Okay, bye. Ow. 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 This hurts. Ow.